first game right here, ladies and gentlemen. This usually sets the tempo of the series. BIGETRON Alpha and Aura Fire diving into the land of dawn. You guys can go and comment down in the chat right now as to who you think will win. Hashtag BTR win or hashtag Aura Fire.
I feel like with this Baksha pick from High, with the emblem tank, Concussive Blast, not the jungler emblem, mind you. So I guess what he seeks in this hero is again frontline with synergized with Fluffy. I'm guessing that is perhaps to harass the back lines. But let's see here, Fluffy again popping that sprint in the early game. Not a good sign as an XP laner.
Yeah, it's going to be really difficult, right? Because I think Aura Fire, they heavily rely as well onto those side lanes. Fluffy is going to have a really hard time in that lane, and usually he's the one to be able to carry out and push those side lanes, divert the attention of the opponent. But this time, it is going to be difficult, and you can see the response coming in from Godiva. He is trying to help in that lane. He is trying to push it as fast as he can, knowing that in a 1v1, Sorizo is going to dominate.
The top side as well, though, so far. Marky has had a pretty solid time here up against Kabuki on the Claude Beatrix matchup. And honestly, if we're talking about this matchup, I would actually say it's a skill matchup in the gold lane, right? So it's going to come down to how Aura Fire utilizes the Baksha. They can clear a bit faster than Max on the Paquito. And here it is, High going to be taken very low instantly. I think he might be bursted down, but the Tortoise's Poissons gives him the little edge and mobility to get out. Godiva, no looking for the play. Solo kill up top by Kabuki. Moreno forced to flicker out. Max not level 4. Zone away from his own jungle, and it's Aura Fire who are able to secure first blood once again.
And this is expected, right? Because a lot of the members from the side of Aura Fire aren't reliant on that level 4. I do believe that Kabuki is going to be stronger before that blazing duet happens for Marky, and so that's exactly what has been exploited. In terms of this mid lane, though, it's going to be difficult because Moreno just reached level 4, just secured that real-world manipulation, and so Aura Fire also had a little bit of an edge in terms of that neutral objective contest.
I don't know about this. Real-world inflation popped in. Sorizo jumps in as well. High's going to be taken low. Max with the steal, with the rhetoric. He gets out with the wild charge as well. Turtle slain, BTR disengaging. Max still in the midst, goes in for the knockout strike just to disengage even more. High, though, is looking for that play. Fluffy trying to dive in, but BTR secure the turtle, and they back off.
They executed the turtle take very tremendously here from side of BIGETRON Alpha. They were the ones who are a little bit late on rotation, but they are the ones who managed to secure that one top side, though. Now, that's going to be the main agenda here for side of BIGETRON, realizing that Marky has been taken down once. I'm quite sure now they need to feed Marky. DHS Golden Staff should be done here in minute number 7. So I feel like Aura Fire also need to respond to pressure the gold lane. Let's see.
What we're seeing on screen is an exact reflection of what we saw in that team head-to-head, right? Aura Fire leading in kills, BIGETRON Alpha leading in objectives. And this has got to be centered as well on the fact of Max's immaculate retribution game that I don't feel that High can actually contest. But as you can see here, the talents prediction by Axe, Mwawa alone here on the English and Indo desk respectively, as I'm in a BIGETRON sandwich.
Oh, bottom side though, Fluffy gonna be taken down here. Max using the kill pressure. Wait, Max is gonna get taken down. Max, a misplay by Max down below, as that was definitely a miscoordination. Sorizo was supposed to tank that one. Aura Fire getting a very good trade down below based on a mistake from BTR.
Seems like once again here, BIGETRON tries still keeping the pressure again. Like I said, we expect them, both teams to... Oh my god.
Key with the wild charge, and Ilk gets the chain coming in. Gold Alter pop, but he's going to lose all of his HP to the blazing duet. Marky picks up the kill. High, looking for the shield unity. Jumps in onto Key. Imperial's Passion popped in as well. Marky going to be dove there, but has the battle mirror image to get out. High still able to dash, well, to back off as well with the Tortoise's Poissons. And BTR have secured that gold lead, turning it back. But it's only a very small one that can be turned around by Aura. Very good objective control here and conversion from BTR.
Be aware of Key's playmaking ability, and that's exactly what he did. He was able to get a pick on that top side, create a distraction for Aura Fire. Meanwhile, BIGETRON Alpha, they're also able to secure another objective on the board. Here in the 5th minute, we do have a little bit more time to dive into the emblems bunny.
I gotta say, nothing too significant here. Paquito with that killing spree, I feel like he wants some movement speed and he goes for that as well. 2 talents, but take a look at Key here. Popping that ultimate for defense, I guess, Aura Fire. Again, the commitment doesn't come to fruition. Now let's talk about the items here. Item-wise, still like place here for Claude, respecting Kabuki's Beatrix again, but after that Golden Staff, expect Marky to join more team fights to create more chances here in the top side. Again, Paquito, Hunter Strike, the damage is definitely there. Aura Fire, they need something they need to find a kill, perhaps on towards Marky, to somehow negate or delay that power spike.
I'm actually quite curious, right? Because face value, oh, but wait a minute. Here, so Rizzo caught in a 2v1 situation.
Oh, he's not going to be able to survive this one. Gets out, dashing in. Key with the wild charge, buying some time. But in the end, it is going to be Rizzo picked off. Key now caught. Use that flicker, use that wild charge. He has nowhere to go. It's a double kill for High as Aura Fire are able to take that gold lead back into their hands. Real world manipulation popped in that bottom side. They're looking for a trade. BTR with a 200 gold lead left in their pockets. Max, though, still gonna just back up, not really wanting to go for that. Kabuki looking for that siege in the mid lane as Marky jumps in with the Blazing Duet, dealing a whole lot of damage, clearing out the waves in the process as well. Both teams disengaging once again, and it is still an equal game.
Wow, super close here. But while that was happening, Aura Fire was able to push that turret in the top side as well. You can see here in the bottom side, Fluffy already able to get Max a little bit low. And actually, that is a really good setup for them to able to get this turtle.
Yeah, Max is nowhere near this fight. High's gonna be able to pick that up for free. No contest from BTR. And Aura Fire are finally on the board in turtle takes here. Taking it, securing it. Presented to you by Samsung Galaxy A series. Max is clearing out the waves. BTR able to find a little bit back here in the trade down below.
Again, BIGETRON Alpha playing this rather well, but I gotta say, Aura Fire actually, they have hold their ground the 7 minutes very, very well as well. Kabuki here collecting 1 kill on towards Marky. That is proven critical. Why? You can see here, top lane, turret has been taken down. Meanwhile, gotta say, High on that concussive blast, I was kind of doubting his decision, but with the 200 stat, it seems like it's okay for now.
High with the shield immunity canceled out by Key here. Barrier popped in as well. Everything popped in, but look at the call altar perfectly placed once again, but it's gonna be bursted down by the real world manipulation. Everyone melting, but it's actually gonna be Rizzo who gets taken down first. No kills on the board for BTR. Meanwhile, Aura down below, they get the turret as well. BTR struggling in this game with the shield immunity connecting and Fluffy picking up the kill. 1.2k gold lead, and Aura Fire are converting everywhere on the map.
Turret in the mid side, turret in the bottom side as well, as now BIGETRON Alpha, they're the ones kind of scrambling in terms of this initiation. It seems like they took the fight without Max, and the damage just really wasn't there, especially as Facehugger was present in that team fight with the Cult Altar. Additional sustain for the members of Aura Fire, and in return, BIGETRON Alpha were the ones to lose a member instead. Aura Fire almost leading with a 2,000 gold lead, as now they are preparing to get this next objective in that Lord. And interestingly enough, here Kabuki already has that Wind of Nature. So what does this mean for us here, Goni?
I guess he wants more security, especially against Marky. Paquito won't be bursted down when you have that Wind of Nature, but also keep in mind that, oh, there's a fight.
Okay, Cult Ultra baited in, but Max will not be able to take that damage. Gone down by Kabuki on that Beatrix. Absolutely lethal right now as Aura Fire look to convert on another objective. They set their sights on the first Lord.
We'll see here again. I guess Aura Fire with a 2,000 gold lead here. It's gonna be crazy, but what they should be aware of is, again, Marky. Baxia, after a Golden Staff and DHS, it's gonna melt, especially BIGETRON Alpha. They are building towards that dominance ice. Let's see the Lord take, though.
Wild charge popped in. Oh my god, Marky gets a kill there onto the Matilda right now. The Retribution battle comes in, and it's not gonna be anyone taking it. It's High who finishes it up, and Marky gets a triple kill. Finally shut down, but it's another shutdown as well onto High. Aura Fire are going to lose the fight. They secure the Lord, but I think BTR might actually be able to equalize in gold with that play.
I think that was really worth it for BIGETRON Alpha. I mean, that is still an unenhanced Lord, and they're going to lose a lot of towers here in the process. A lot of shutdowns as well. So allowing BIGETRON Alpha to really secure those integral items on their core members. Like Marky now sitting at a 4-2-2 KDA. That's not exactly who you'd want to feed if you were Aura Fire.
Well, let's see here again. I feel like with that triple kill, Marky already secured the 2 items needed. So Aura Fire, especially Fluffy, High, and as well as Godiva, who is building tank, they're gonna be careful. They can't be obnoxious like topside here. They can't overextend because High is gonna be melted down just like that, even without Marky.
Yeah.
There you go, bottom side as well though. Godiva is forced to flicker out. The barrier is perfectly placed. Godiva's gonna be collapsed on by Marky and Key. That's the Marquee combo that we expected. And Aura Fire, once again, even with the Lord, aren't able to get a turret on the board. Just a tier 2 down below for now. BTR looking to punish now, though, up top already. So Rizzo, whoa, jumping in aggressively. BTR with a concealed play. Fluffy should back off of this one. They should just give it over to BTR. That's exactly what they do. Don't need to get too aggressive.
It feels like at this point, Aura Fire really is in the mercy of Sorizo, right? Because what Aura Fire wants to do with their composition is either High or Fluffy goes to the side lanes and tries to alleviate the pressure for Aura Fire to make a play on the other side of the map. But every time they go for this, if Sorizo is present, whatever tankiness that they had that built their confidence to be able to rotate like that is instantly taken away. Like we saw how High was instantly obliterated from the damage that was dealt, and it's very difficult. I mean, Sorizo damage dealt already top 3 there.
Yeah, one of the reasons also is because Sorizo built that dominance ice. Again, High, his power, this box share power will definitely be negated by that item as well. So BIGETRON Alpha here playing it rather safely, even though our Fire gets the Lord. But take a look at the gold.
Oh my god, that burst damage coming in! They take away almost all of Fluffy's HP and that Cold Altar. But I agree with what you said, Gani. Again, right? Aura Fire as well, they need to go for that all-in type of fight with the Cult Altar. They can't really go for the prolonged ones with the damage from BTR coming through. And even the burst that BTR has, this is why I think a lot of the other casters went for BTR as well. It feels like BTR have a more multi-dimensional composition here, whereas Aura Fire, they can only go for one type of fight.
Oh,
Even.
Marky, did you see Marky's
What
response?
happened?
Boom. He slammed the table there. So there was perhaps passion in that sense as well. But both teams with this pause, I gotta say, Aura Fire can recollect themselves. Because
Definitely.
I feel pressure is on them. BIGETRON, slightly, even though, like I said, they didn't get the Lord, but they are now, composition-wise, more stronger in the mid-game if you really compare to Aura Fire. Sure, Beatrix, very, very nasty with that Renner shot as well. But I gotta say, Dyroth, Claude, mid-game, late-game, Jeeve especially, it's gonna be a little bit more tricky here for side of Aura Fire.
I agree. I think this is Aura Fire's game to lose if they prolong this to that point where these members from BIGETRON Alpha get to that power spike, because it's just going to be so much to handle. And that's why I thought that Aura Fire, they really put their eggs in one basket here in this game. I think I like to say this a lot, but that's exactly what Aura Fire likes to do. That's their identity. That's their playstyle. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So far, they haven't been able to snowball from that early game. And unfortunately, it's not really looking too great for them because of how reliant they are on the damage solely coming in from that Beatrix.
See, we're saying that, right? We're saying that Aura Fire are very one-dimensional in the draft right now, but unfortunately, that's their style, right? Maybe fortunately for them, they're comfortable playing these one-dimensional compositions, and they're comfortable putting the late-game control into just one hero. It's always been Kabuki in the late game with the Beatrix as well, and now that's what they're doing, putting all their eggs in the basket on Kabuki. If he can make that play happen like he has done so many times before, BIGETRON are in for a show. BTR, though, first onto the Lord with their poke as well. Their range advantage gonna go in. Godiva still there. Fluffy gonna be caught by Moreno and Sorizo. Slowed down by the Ice Queen Wand. That's a lot of HP taken out already. BTR use that advantage to clear out the midway, forcing the Nibiru's passion as they go back into that Lord pit.
BIGETRON Alpha heavily denying any rotations coming in from Aura Fire at this stage. They're being zoned away. It does seem like Aura Fire, they still want to go for the contest. They still want to commit as once again an engage happens.
Chorizo jumps onto Godiva. They're trying their best to bait that Cult Altar before the fight starts here. High with the Shield Unity, opening up the map once again. That's going to be key, jumping in with the wild charges. Fluffy's going to be CC down. Real World and Blazing popped in with the Blazing Wit to the back lines as well as it's comboed in together. Max goes in for the knockoff strike, circling to the back lines as Kabuki finds the kill onto Marky. No gold laner for BTR. Godiva taken low. Max still full HP. Going to jump in onto Fluffy, who's able to get a falling Star Moon. Max picking up a kill. Oh, he's going to get down again by Kabuki. He's looking for that triple kill. And like we mentioned, they put their hopes on Kabuki. He does not fail Aura Fire.
He delivers, and that's going to be a Lord secured for Aura Fire here in the 15th minute. Despite so much damage coming in from BIGETRON Alpha with the real-world manipulation as well as the backup from all the other members, Aura Fire with the clutch Cult Altar this time around from Facehugger, they're going to be able to outmaneuver BIGETRON Alpha in that team fight and even get another tower in that mid side.
Let's see Kabuki's item. Full items already. Haskell and Wind of Nature for security and damage as well. But Hunter Strike, BOD, Malefic Roar to top it off. You can see Marky just insta-deleted, and of course, the Paquito and as well as Moreno were caught. And that is the positioning and timing that Kabuki can give towards Aura Fire. Now they are leading with this Lord push. Let's see how many base turrets they can delete.
Aura looking for that push down below. Enhanced Lord already taking a chunk of that turret HP. Fluffy though gonna be bursted down, assassinated by both Chorizo and Max. No minions in that bottom side. My goodness, Facehugger disappears from the face of the Land of Dawn. But BIGETRON lose that base turret here. It's still Aura Fire with a slight victory in this trade.
Oh, that was kind of bad for Aura Fire though, right? They have to be able to expect these things from happening. How are they going to be able to win these team fights if BIGETRON Alpha keep looking and keep finding those opportunities to take down the members one by one?
I gotta say, they need to be careful again, not to overextend or overcommit on towards things. Remember, Aura Fire, they lost to RQS yesterday, I feel like for the most part, because they overcommitted towards things that are just unnecessary, like this, Godiva. Again, okay, he has the flicker, but what is it for? Now we can see here, High. Is this the right call? Let's see.
I don't know, right? For BTR, I think that was the right call for them, definitely. For Aura Fire, this engage seems somewhat forced, right? It was a flicker traded in for a wild charge. I think BTR will be happy with that kind of trade all day long. Kabuki, though, he's still just such a menace on this Beatrix, and I think this is the problem, the main problem for BIGETRON Alpha, right? They need to be able to dive Kabuki. Marky's been trying to do it. He can't do it solo anymore now that the Wind of Nature is up for himself, for Kabuki. I don't know. Do they even have enough dive here to get him?
I think of the flanking.
Yeah.
They just need to flank, find a moment where they can look for a flank. I think Max is able to pull that off, or even Key, who's really good at looking for these openings, but oh, not like this.
Immortality, no. Key's gonna get taken down again. He tried to open up the map and the timing was just not right. 13 seconds for the Lord to spawn. Aura Fire, this is it. BIGETRON Alpha, I don't think they're gonna be able to look for this contest now that Key's not here. That wild charge has just been the key for them in these team fights.
He thought he has the wild charge to escape, but the Shadow Stampede was just there to pull him back again towards the members of Aura Fire. 5v4 here. Is it going to be wise? Let's see.
Max though, oh no. Max gonna be right out. He goes in for Kabuki, doesn't get the kill. Max taken down. BTR lose their jungler now. 40-second death timer. It was a very risky play they went for. So Rizzo now jumping in onto all the members. Flickering out, Cult Altar baited. BTR, whoa, falling sideward onto the three members of Looking Key! He goes in for the wild charge, the real world inflation is there as well. BTR able to survive for now, but it's gonna be Kabuki picking up the monster kill.
Kabuki!
From Kabuki! You do not doubt this man! Kabuki is back with style. Fluffy jumps in with the volley's time. We're trying to lock them down. Mini waves coming through as Aura Fire are looking to get game number 1 under their belt. Kabuki still coming in. Marky clearing out the waves once again, but with the 2 mini waves collapsing, it does not seem like BTR can defend. The base will be gunned down by Kabuki once again, and it's Aura who strike first in the series.
Expect the unexpected when we see an Aura Fire game, because even though the odds were stacked against them, Aura Fire able to look for a moment. And as of now, they are leading 1-0 here in the best of 5 series against BIGETRON Alpha.
My God, Aura Fire. I thought that because they're already heavily relying on Kabuki, that's not gonna work. But boy, his stat was 10-1-1. This guy was